Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're taking a look at Chivalry is Dead, Race for the Crown, which is brought to you by Naughty Jester Games. It's for 2 to 4 players ages 14 and up, and games usually run about 60 to 120 minutes. Fear not, for a new dawn is approaching. After years of war, the discussions of peace finally abound. The races have agreed to settle their differences in the most civilized way possible, a chariot race. That's right, folks, winner takes it all, and by all, we mean the entire kingdom. Sure, it's not a perfect solution, but let's be honest. There have been worse forms of government. At least this one results in slightly fewer deaths. Your chariot, your destiny. Before the race begins, each player assembles their team of chariots, mighty war machines, designed for speed, combat, or resilience. Will you choose the swift and agile to outpace your foes, the armored beast that can take a beating, or the brutal war chariots built to crush everything in their path? Every decision matters, from the chariot's build to the powerful perks that grant you unique abilities, ensuring no two races are ever the same. This racetrack is no mere dirt road. It's a battlefield in disguise, littered with jagged rocks, treacherous water hazards, and deadly traps. As the starting horn blares, you'll need to navigate these perils with skill. Each turn presents a choice. Do you speed ahead, risking disaster around the next bend, or do you play it safe, waiting for the right moment to strike? But this race isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's a full-blown fight for survival. As your chariots hurtle forward, you can slam into rival racers, jostling them off course or straight into hazards. Position yourself perfectly to launch a devastating attack. Targeting your enemy's weak spots, aim for the driver to stun them, take out the animals to slow them down, or smash a wheel to force a deadly flip. When chariots clash, it's not just brute force that decides the outcome. There's strategy in every blow. Roll well, and you might trigger a slam action, sending your opponent careening off the track or into a trap. But beware, because a poorly placed strike could trigger a counterattack, giving your opponent the perfect opportunity for revenge. You must control the chaos in the midst of this carnage. Your chariots must maintain control. Each turn you'll manage your control points, precious resources that let you charge forward, brace for impact, or recover from crippling damage. Use them wisely, for every corner holds the potential for disaster. Miscalculate your speed, and a sharp turn could send your chariot spinning out of control, leaving you vulnerable for the chariots behind. The most daring racers will gamble on risky bursts of speed, but this comes at the cost of control. Can you thread the needle, making it through the turn without spinning out, or will your ambitions be your downfall? As if rival racers weren't enough, the very ground beneath your wheels fights against you. Rock hazards tear into your wheels, water saps your movement, and traps lay in wait for the unobservant. Every hazard can spell doom, but clever players will use them to their advantage, luring opponents into their deadly grasp. And beware, when a chariot is destroyed, it leaves behind debris, turning the track into a minefield of wreckage that could cripple the unwary. Every move must be calculated, every lane change deliberate, for the battlefield shifts with every passing second. The final push as you near the finish line, the racers become more desperate. Chariots on the brink of destruction push forward, trading blows in a last-ditch effort for victory. Only the chariot that crosses the finish line first will claim the throne. But if multiple racers finish at once, only the furthest ahead will wear the crown. And in the case of a tie, the leftmost chariot wins, perhaps by strategy, perhaps by fate. In Race for the Crown, the road to glory is littered with the wreckage of those who came before you. To win, you must not only be the fastest, but you must also be the cleverest, the fiercest, and sometimes the most ruthless. So ready your chariots and grip the reins tightly. Victory and the fate of the kingdom await those brave enough to race for it. Alright folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, with that said, this truly feels like a race, but on a battlefield with tons of hazards that you have to deal with, along with traps, and obviously you're going to be slamming into your opponents, which adds a lot of interesting aspects as well. I mean, debris that can come out from destroying the different chariots and just cause more havoc as other players come up behind, and you never really know who's going going to go next, you're going to be drawing a card to see which chariot activates. Now, I really like the chariots and how you can customize them from game to game. You can add different builds to them, give them different stats. You can get different perks. One of the things I like most about the kobolds is like the bees and different aspects of different traps that they can put out on the battlefield. Just really an interesting race. But all the races play very different, and how you use them is key to getting around this battlefield or racetrack. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.